Now, the rest of the story. Her name was Mary Frances, but she preferred Franny. Maybe because it made her sound more like what she dearly wanted to be, a gym teacher. A gymnasium teacher, more than anything. And for as long as she could remember, Franny wanted to be a gym teacher. It would not have taken much of a psychologist to discern why. For Franny was the second born in her family. The firstborn was brother Billy, a star athlete. From the time he was small, Billy was groomed for greatness. So, Franny, competing with her older brother, competing with the other boys in sports as well, got pretty good. Developed an early desire to become a gym teacher when she grew up. But this is the rest of the story. One day, Franny did something entirely uncharacteristic. She joined a hometown beauty contest. Of course, she never had any intention of actually participating in the event. It was simply because those who signed up received a free blouse and scarf and a free lunch. Franny, just barely 16, was anything but the glamorous type. She did not even wear lipstick. What she wanted to be was a gym teacher. Yet problems arose when she went home that night and told her parents where the new blouse and scarf had come from, because they told Franny that if she'd signed her name, she would have to play the game. It was a humiliating experience, having to sew up the hole in the backside of her only bathing suit, having to borrow high heels from a friend whose feet were 2 sizes larger, having to invent something that would get her past the talent part of the contest, and finally having to stalk out there in front of all of those people, wobbling precariously on Patsy Hawkins-Smith's queen-size 4-inch heels, all the while pretending to be embarrassed. When it was Franny's turn to tell the MC a little about herself, she clumped up to him and confided that she had no hope of winning the contest, said she didn't even want to win, which combined with Franny's rather preposterous appearance sent the audience into hysterics. Then came the talent. One girl played the harp, another did a tap dance, yet another acted out a scene from Little Women. Each girl was better than the one before. And then it was Franny's turn. Well past the point of chagrin, she trudged out on stage, lugging a record player, announced that she would pantomime the song, "I'm a Square in a Social Circle," which indeed she was. But she was so terribly uncomfortable and so terribly unsteady in those high-heeled shoes that she asked the audience if she could first take them off, and through waves of rollicking laughter, there was a resounding, thunderous yes, and by now you may have guessed, awkward, funny Franny won the beauty contest. Even so, for years after the judges' good humor voted Franny Miss Burbank, she still wanted to attend USC and become a gym teacher. Even after the screen test with Warner Brothers, even after Mr. Warner himself changed Franny's first name to Debbie, even after she moved to MGM and still wanted to be a gym teacher, ever seeking to emerge from the shadow of her athletic older brother, which she did, of course, only not as an athlete, but as a movie star. For the determined teenage tomboy who became Miss Burbank, California, in spite of herself, also and equally reluctantly became Debbie Reynolds. Debbie Reynolds. And now you know the rest of the story.